feel like you should own stock in bariatric supplements. After all, you take them every day and you will continue to do so. At times, it also gets confusing. Which vitamins and minerals do you really need? And how much? Should you buy a vitamin D supplement in addition to your multi? What about iron? Do you need another supplement for that too? Is additional calcium needed? And what about those B vitamins like thiamine? The right nutrients for your body after surgery in the right amounts can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Dietitian Isabel Maples, the bariatric coordinator at UV Health in Haymarket, Virginia, and I'll be sure and put a link to their bariatric surgery center if you're interested in more information. You know her. She joins me regularly on the podcast. Well, she says that the most important vitamin or mineral is the one you don't get enough of, the one you don't absorb enough of, or the one that causes the most damage if the level is too low. Well, you don't want any of those three options to occur, so don't go anywhere. Let's get clear on what supplements you need so you get enough, absorb them, and let them do their jobs. This episode is part 2 of the Vital 6, essential supplements your body needs after bariatric surgery. If you missed part 1, just look for episode 184 wherever you listen to my podcast.
Do you know what's in your vitamins? ProCare Health does. Made in the USA, at certified facilities, each batch is independently lab tested to ensure purity and potency. Why settle for less when you can have the most affordable, high-quality vitamins delivered to your door? Visit ProCareNow.com. Use code BSS10 to save 10%.
I'm bariatric dietitian Dr. Susan Mitchell. I'm so glad you're here today. You're listening to the Bariatric Surgery Success podcast. It matters where you get your nutrition information. When it comes to bariatric surgery and also the use of GLP-1s, nutrition is specific. You're in the right place, friend. Let's get started. Remember in part 1, we said that vitamin and mineral supplements will be on your daily to-do list from now on after bariatric surgery. The right supplements are part of your new lifelong strategy to feel well, to have the energy, to live the life you want. So which supplements do you need? Let's dig into more recommendations for bariatric surgery, remembering that your healthcare team may tweak what you need based on your lab work and your surgical procedure. In part 1, we looked at multivitamin mineral supplements, which give you good A to Z coverage, and then we covered vitamin B12. Today, we'll cover iron, calcium, vitamin D, and the B vitamin thiamine. Let's start with iron. The amount of iron in your multi may be sufficient, and you won't need to purchase a separate one. You can find amounts of iron in multis that range from 18 milligrams up to 36, 45, 60 milligrams or more. Your dose will depend on your lab work. If you're female and you still have a period, if you hope to get pregnant, or if you're anemic, whether male or female. Isabel says that a deficiency of iron can lead to low energy, brittle nails, hair loss, and that's a question I get asked about a lot, and also impact heart and lung disease. She looks to routine blood work to catch a low level early so that it can be corrected. So be sure and ask your bariatric dietitian about your lab levels and what amount of iron is right for you. Let me just say this about that. Iron constipates a lot of people. So your fluids and your foods that are rich in fiber are really important. And I don't want you feeling or having what I call that concrete block feeling. You know what I mean? So here's a smart strategy for you. Be sure and take vitamin C or consume a vitamin C rich food at the same time as you take your iron. Why? Vitamin C works to increase iron absorption. If both vitamin C and iron are in your multi, then you're good to go. If you're eating an iron-rich food, let's say you're having black beans, for example, and then you also eat a food containing vitamin C, such as diced red peppers in the beans or a tangerine on the side, both and their vitamin C will boost that iron absorption. So don't miss this tip. If you're going to pay for supplements and take them, you want them to work, or what's the point? Whether your multi contains iron, which it usually does, or you take it separately, which you might if you need more, be sure and take your calcium at a different time, about 2 hours later or before, 2 hours before, or the calcium will not be absorbed well by your body. How many hours later or before do you need to take the calcium? That's right, you heard it, 2 hours or so. Great. Speaking of calcium citrate is better absorbed than other forms of calcium, such as calcium carbonate. The recommended daily dose will be somewhere from 600 milligrams up to 1,200 to 1,500 milligrams per day, depending on your surgery and other health issues. We just said that calcium should not be taken with iron. The other important strategy for calcium is to take it in divided doses of 500 to 600 milligrams at a time. So now why? 500 to 600 milligrams is the maximum amount your body can absorb at one time. So you don't want to waste it, right? Calcium is often sold in combination with vitamin D. Have you noticed that combo, calcium, vitamin D, which helps increase the absorption of calcium from the intestine? You can take vitamin D with your calcium, or you can get your vitamin D in your multi. How much vitamin D do you need? The general recommendation is 2,000 to 3,000 or more international units of vitamin D3 per day. 3,000 IUs or international units is the same as 75 micrograms. Your dose may vary depending on your blood test. So don't forget, be sure and examine the supplement facts on your multi or the calcium vitamin D product. Look to see if the vitamin D is in the form of D3 and how much is in the supplement. The supplement facts label, remember, is specific to the US. So I know that some of you will be going, well, I don't have that. If you're in a different country, it's likely, your label's going to be very different. The label tells you the serving size. Plus, you see each vitamin and mineral listed with the amount of each one. Now, what about thiamine, aka also known as vitamin B1? You'll want at least 12 milligrams to be included in your daily multi to prevent a deficiency. So again, where are you going to look? At that supplement facts label before you purchase. I want you to be aware that a thiamine deficiency can occur, especially with rapid weight loss, maybe persistent vomiting, or even not getting enough of the B vitamin through diet. If this happens, you may be treated more quickly with a higher dose than what's found in your supplement. It's really important to have your screening for a thiamine deficiency. It can make you quite sick. So don't forget, check out various supplement companies. Try samples if they offer them. Read their labels. Make sure you're getting what you need. Ask your bariatric dietitian any questions if you need clarity on what is exactly right for you and right for your procedure. Supplements matter. You want to get it right so you feel great. Take your supplements on a schedule. It makes a huge difference in how they're absorbed and your success. You are worth it.
Bariatric Surgery Success with dietitian Dr. Susan Mitchell is produced and owned by Practicalories, LLC. All rights reserved. Remember, the content provided on this podcast is for information purposes only and doesn't create a patient-provider relationship. It's intended to provide reference material and is not designed to provide medical advice. Please consult your healthcare provider regarding any medical issues you have relating to symptoms, conditions, diseases, diagnosis, treatments, and side effects. Podcast guests express their own opinions, experience, and conclusions which do not necessarily reflect or agree with the host, Dr. Susan Mitchell or Practicalories, LLC.